poke. The dictionary definition is to prod or push, but to the Facebook generation, it means to nudge or say a quick hello to a friend. Maryse Thomas is the chief executive of a firm called Pokeware, and Pokeware adds a video dimension to poking and perhaps a money-making opportunity as well. Maryse, welcome to Bloomberg Taking Stock.
Thank you.
What exactly is Pokeware?
Pokeware is a visual search capability. We're a software company that enables visual search from video content. So if you're watching a piece of video content primarily online, but if you're accessing it from a tablet, like an iPad or mobile device, and you see something in the viewing experience that you want to learn more about, you just poke what you see, and you can get a search result and find out where you can either learn more information or transact.
So you've been able to implement technology that actually stops video at a point where you would be interested in learning more about a particular thing?
Yes, the software has an object recognition capability. So if you're watching video and there's something that you want to learn more information about as you're watching, you can either pause the video and a hotspot will pop up, where you can click on that item and get a search result, or you can click directly in the video without pausing and then learn more about that product. Or, in certain cases, if you see something in the viewing experience and you don't necessarily want to pause the video or click in that moment, you can snap a keyframe or a snapshot of a keyframe and revisit that keyframe later on. You can just create a digital catalog of keyframes that you can visit at a later time.
Now, you've been traveling all over the globe, I know, trying to put together partnerships and relationships with various companies and organizations to introduce them to Pokeware. What have you been successful doing so far?
Well, you know, we've been evangelizing about this product since 1997 when the company was first started. And, you know, we watched so many different technologies emerge since we started the company. Better video compression capabilities, better bandwidth, and now the emergence of video having a major presence not only online, but at various points of consumption. So it's in the past, I would say, year and a half, we've seen a lot of movement. We have a partnership now with the National Basketball Association. We have the privilege of working with New York Fashion Week and the designer Christian Coda. It'll be interesting to see as we move forward and build out the company, the video partnerships that we'll partner with.
What kind of interest have you had from the advertising community? Because clearly, if the advertisers can reach directly into the almost visual vault of an individual, that's going to be a direct one-to-one connection that they all seem to long for.
We know we found that the advertisers really enjoy the experience with Pokeware because it's a pay-per-click model, so they only pay for performance. But in the viewing experience, they're able to associate their product or brand with a series of other relevant products and brands in a piece of video content. So, say, for example, a Viking stove and a catalog. It's a very limited static experience. But if that Viking stove is in a storyline of a television show or a film, and there are other products that are relevant to that piece of video, people are more inclined to want to lean forward and click on what they see and learn more about that product. And for the brands, they are only, again, paying for performance, but they don't have to produce the video or produce a commercial. They don't have to pay for streaming. They don't have to syndicate the content because it's already being streamed in the millions by fans of the video. And again, only paying for performance. And we have a real-time measurement tool called the Falk Index, named after my business partner, David Falk, who's best known for being Michael Jordan's agent, and he produced the movie Space Jam. But this indexing tool called Factual Advertising Leads Per Click allows the brands to measure how videos are performing. So if a brand has a specific product in a video and they want to know from where in the world somebody's clicking on their product, the economics of that region, how often somebody's clicking on that item, we create something called stickiness, where if the runtime of the video is 1 minute long, but people are taking 5 minutes to watch it, we have 4 minutes of real relevant interaction where people are engaging with a product. So we measure that, and what's great about it is it doesn't compromise the privacy of the consumer. We're just measuring behavior.
What about the content producers? Won't this make the content that television producers create or movie producers create, won't it make this more valuable because now they'll be able to, in a sense, leverage what they see in the frame, in the picture, all the time?
Well, I think what's really great about that, we don't infringe on the creative process. So it's really a natural way to search video and a way to monetize video content, even if it's streamed on sites that I don't encourage that video that it's not officially licensed to appear on a website appears, but it's happening. So it's sometimes critical to think about user behavior and recognize how people are behaving with content and the consumption of content, and then take advantage of the technologies that exist to still monetize that experience. So in our case, if we see we have a piece of video content that's Pokeware enabled, and it's being streamed at a legitimate site that has a license to stream that video, but it's also being streamed at a site that doesn't have the right to stream that video, we can still monetize it. If somebody's searching for a tie on Michael Douglas in the movie Wall Street, they can click on that tie from the legitimate site or pirate site, and it's still monetizable. So they win in the end.
Does this highlight the fact that we're in a generation where people are all about what they see just as much as what they type or what they read?
I think people are going to watch more video now more than ever before because it's so convenient. And it's one thing to search online with a series of keywords or one keyword at a search engine, and we spend time what we call wilfing. What was I looking for? After 2 hours, you don't know what you were looking for. So Pokeware allows the consumer to connect directly with what they're looking for in real time, but from anywhere, a mobile phone or an iPad.
All right, I want to thank you very much, Maryse Thomas, sharing your thoughts with us, coming to us from Pokeware.